for making me.
Thank you for making me.
Thank you for loving me.
Thank you for loving me.
Thank you for saving me.
Thank you for saving me.
My name is Chris Beach, and my title is Executive Director of YouthWorks. We have a heart and a passion to reach North Tulsa children. We originally thought we were just going to serve them and help them with their lives, but then very quickly we started realizing that the kids had a lot of leadership in them. And so now what we do is we actually teach the children how to be leaders, how to read, how to learn, how to be leaders, and how to go out and serve the rest of their community. From our standpoint, everybody has a different role to play. In some instances, some circumstances, the government does a good job. Other circumstances, the private sector really shines. In other circumstances, the parents do a great job teaching their kids. And I think with each child, each family, each home is very different. Different parts of town are different. And what a child needs, you have to be very specific. Okay, how is this child going to thrive the best? In North Tulsa, we found out that some of the children we work with here, children and teens, come from certain circumstances that cause them to need to have a whole different environment than what's normally in place for them.
What I like mostly about the program is that I get to be a leader and help other kids learn about victorious living. And I ask them questions and they answer very nicely. And the other thing that I love about this after-school program is that the food we eat, because it's very tasty, and about all the activities we do. We play basketball, we either go outside and play, and we had a fall break camp.
There are some kids that come in here and you can tell that they have a hard life, and you eventually get to know them and you bond with them. And when you start to bond with them, it just makes it easier to teach it. You can feel the power when you start talking about God and they're all listening and everything's quiet and they're answering, and throughout the end of summer, they know a lot of what you're talking about, and it's such a great impact.
And if all we did was serve them, they would learn, but they would still grow up with a victim mentality. If we go to the point of actually equipping them to be leaders and how to go out and serve other people and help transform their own communities, then instead of being victims or just being in the same rut, they actually learn how they can turn around their own community.
All of them have a home to go to. Me and my sisters and my mom don't. We live in a homeless shelter, so when we come here and I start to talk to them about it, it makes me feel a lot better. And throughout the day, it feels like everything on my shoulders have been lifted.
I think if there's going to be any kind of school voucher or let's put some funding towards other solutions, my guess is it would probably work best if additional funding was found, some new source of revenue was found. I think everybody who can offer a piece of the solution for the children needs to be at the table. And if all of us, when I talk to Tulsa Public Schools folks, when I talk to private school folks, when I talk to homeschool parent folks, when you really sit down and talk to everybody about it, you can tell everybody's hearts really is, how do we really help these children? And I really believe if you get everybody at the table, you're going to see some great teachers in the public schools, great teachers in the private schools, great homeschool parents. And if you really pull them all together, they're all going to say, okay, really, what is it going to take to help these children succeed? If we can equip the kids how to lead, let's start training kids all throughout North Tulsa how to lead. And pretty soon, another 15, 20 years, you could see a whole new generation of all these great leaders who are equipped to turn their own community around.